Welcome to my bedroom. I really want to go throwing it back to old school 2013 YouTube and do a room tour because ever since I was a kid, I had always dreamed of a dream bedroom. Every little girl does, you know? I was stuck in a little office space. We had a tiny house and then I was pushed to the basement when more of my sisters wanted their own rooms. I never really got my dream room until I was probably 21 and living in Tampa with my roommate. We had gotten an apartment together. It was small, but I was able to decorate it and really make it how I wanted. I've only just added to the whimsy over time and gotten to have additional pieces that are meaningful to me. So I'm going to take you through my room and tell you a little bit about each and every item and what it means to me and where it came from and how I chose to decorate. Let's get started. Let's start at the main door. I have my sweaters, coats, and whatnot hanging here off of a hook that is barely hanging on for dear life. Come with me. In this corner, I have a mirror, and I also have this little head. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace. I was going to paint it, but it's so glossy and she's just giving orange. Even though I hate orange and nothing else in my room is orange, there's no reason to paint her because she looks lovely as she is. It does actually work. I just stuck her in this corner. Actually, she's usually over by my bed, but I wanted to free up some space. She certainly brightens up the whole room, but I literally love her. And if you want some weird, odd, unique pieces, Facebook Marketplace is the way to go. Here's my closet. Right here, I have these little knobs that I got from Home Depot. They're just blue, and I basically replaced what was on here with these, and they're super cute, and they were really cheap. I also have this bag, which I got at an estate sale, I believe. It's actually a bowling bag, but I use it to carry around all of my laptops, camera equipment, any stuff that I'm doing creatively, and I'm leaving the house. I put it in here. No, this does not have any compartments, so it's definitely not recommended or safe, although I probably could get some compartments for the inside, but I absolutely love it. It's the best blue of all time, and a lot of my room has accents of blue, so I just thought this was like such a great addition to the space. Ta-da! It's definitely jam-packed in here, I'm not gonna lie. I have a hay crate that I keep all of my bras, underwear, socks. I also keep all of my beanies and then all of my jeans up here. I just stack them all on top of each other because I have quite a lot of clothes and not a lot of space in here. I've got my sheets and then one of my duvet covers here in this basket. I've got in the corner here some film cameras in this basket here, and I got this heart-shaped picnic basket at a thrift store, and it is the cutest thing ever. And then more camera equipment far in the corner. Over here, I've got this little cabinet that's got all of my Vogue magazines. It just comes out like this, so I can just slide these out, and I use these for collages. And then this is a filing cabinet I got off of Amazon. It's really cute. It helps keep all of my taxes, car information, medical history, anything like pay stubs, anything like that organized. And I just stick that in the corner, take it down when I need. And then I got this guitar from the same estate sale that I got the bowling bag from. It's great. It's like a red color. I oftentimes have to retune it, but it was only $50 because everything was 70% off when I went. I'm not that good at guitar, but I do like to try and play on occasion. Next are my clothes. I have quite a lot. Here I've got all of my black tees when I worked a serving job, and then I also go to the gym. I would love wearing a black t-shirt, so I have all those here. Short tees, long sleeve tees, sweaters, thicker sweaters, vests, skirts to dresses all the way in the back. Over here I've got my khakis. This is an Hermes vintage shirt, by the way. Super cute. Then I've got long sleeve button-ups, blouses, flannels, jackets, leather jackets, thicker coats and whatnot back there. This is my walking pad. I use this every single day that I work from home. I love to get on this and just walk at my desk. It's really great. I'd like to get a stand for it because working at my desk, it's kind of hard. My desk is too low to use it. That's my laptop bag. And then I also have my suitcases and all that back there. And then here I've got all of my gym clothes, pajamas, pajamas. It just comes out like this. I didn't have room in here for a dresser, so I just thought that this was better. And you can just see everything, which is really great for my terrible object permanence. Over here, I've used this little bag for all of my socks. And then this is the rest of the little cabinets stacked on top of each other. Up here, I've got a bunch of art equipment and crafting equipment and supplies. I've got some paintbrushes, watercolor, ribbons, scissors, all of that. Down here, I've got my physical art projects, the things I'm currently working on, as well as my watercolor booklet. And then printer paper, printer ink, everything that I need to use my printer down there. Next are my shoes. They're not the most organized right now because there's not room for all of them, but I kind of just had to scoot them in. I got these cowgirl boots recently for only 30 bucks at like a little antique shop, and they're so cute. And then I also wanted to show you these Doc Martens that I wear constantly. I wear these to work all the time. They're high platform and they're so cute and I love them. Okay, next up I've got this cute little shelf. I got this from Home Goods. I was looking at one on Urban Outfitters, I believe. Was so expensive. This one I only got for $86 because my landlord at the time worked for Wayfair and was able to get me a discount, which was super cool. I've got this picture up here and this flower one here on the wall. I got those from, well, I believe this one I got from Flower Market and this one from Refinery 29, which a lot of the ones that I have on my wall are from Refinery 29. I've got this candlestick holder and this one I got at World Market, and then this one I got from a thrift store. Just found a cute pair of them. They're super dope. I also got this candle and a lot of the candlesticks that I have in a bag from a thrift store. I've got this cute picture of me and my sister here, and then also this booby candle. I really love it. I saw it on Indie Blue's Instagram one time and I just ordered it, and I've never lit it because I love the way it looks so much that I just don't want to light it. I don't want it to go away or have to get a new one. Next is my perfume collection. This is everything I think I have in a big bottle. A lot of my perfume collection has dwindled down over the years because I used to be a big perfume head way back in the day. I've got things like Armani Code here. This one smells lemony, smells fresh, smells womanly. It smells like being 27 years old. I'm 24. I wouldn't know what it's like to be 27 years old. But when I am 27, I might repurchase this and wear it because it smells very womanly. It smells like new womanhood, if I could describe it. This is my special one. This is the New York 29. It's a Le Labo perfume. Was very expensive. Smells like plums. Smells like gourmand. Smells very fancy. Smells very high class. I would wear this to interviews for whatever reason. I haven't used a lot of it because it's so strong. It's very plummy. It's a very winter scent. My sister got me this Rouge and Rye from Artisan Goods, which is a very vanilla, very purely vanilla smell. I love it. I have two of the same ones of these, which are a perfume oil and then a perfume spray. These are only 20 bucks on Amazon. Do yourself a favor. Look up this. It's an Arabian perfume. If you just look up Arabian perfumes and you see this bottle come up, it smells, oh my God. I unfortunately wore this and My Way by Giorgio Armani, which I have a little bit left in the bottle, to go see one specific guy I was seeing for a while. And so now when I smell the combination of them together, I get PTSD. But I love this scent too much to let it deter me from still wearing it. I wear this out on nights where it feels like an indie film. And I smell glorious and fantastic when I wear these. I get compliments on it all the time. My sisters have it. Again, it's really cheap. And if you pair the oil and the perfume together, the spray, girl, you're gonna smell like this for days. And you'll be happy about it. Next, I have Alien by Mugler. This one is a classic, smells so flowery. My friend wears this and it smells incredible on her. It definitely dries down a lot warmer on me and a bit cooler on her. It's such a nice scent. It's such a good date scent. If you're really trying to be girly, this is the perfume to get. It's jasmine, but it's warm. Jasmine on a warm, humid summer day. Next is Coffee Break by Replica. I actually have the entire Replica collection in small little perfume bottles, which I'll show you in a bit. I have very little bit left of this because my sister loved to use this during the autumn time. This is my signature scent. It's very androgynous. I've never smelled anything quite like it. It does smell like coffee, but it smells like leather. It smells like a book. It smells like the older gentleman who works at the coffee shop who flirts with your mom. It smells like Jim Morrison. I don't know. Fuck it. Like, it smells really good, and I could see this on a man. Actually, I'm pretty sure my ex-boyfriend would wear this all the time too. That's why there's none left, because everyone would wear this one because they loved it. Last but certainly not least, I have a pure vanilla. I actually don't particularly love the scent of pure vanilla. This one I got in Ventura, California with my friend, and this is a tame Daisy vanilla. It's light as air. If you just get a small little whiff of this, it smells like the essence of an actual person with a tad of vanilla. Oh God, this smells like that trip to the coast. It's a sandalwood vanilla. Absolutely incredible. I have more perfumes under my bed, but we'll get to those in a bit. I also have this lovely little box from my grandmother. She gave it to us before she passed. It plays My Only Sunshine when you open it up and twist the key. I have some coins. I have a Swiss Army knife, and then I also do have a necklace with her ashes in it kept in the box. And these mint toothpicks that a guy left at my house one time. Okay, here's bookshelf part 1. I have my books scattered all around my room in random little parts. I've read about half the books here. I am really itching to get a fair bit of my books that I own read this year without buying too many more. I have bought some books, but I'd like to just read what's on my shelf. I've already found 2 or 3 5 stars of books that were already sitting on my shelf this year. Or that's not true. I've already found 1 5-star from something that's been sitting on my shelf for years. I'm really excited to get into these books and read them, and then if I do not read them this year, I'm getting rid of them, taking them to a small library or something like that. We also have my purses. I have chosen to display many of my purses on my wall as decor because of 2 reasons. One, it's really cute and kind of unique to do that, and another reason is that I don't have any room for them anywhere else. This is a Vera Wang I thrifted. I actually thrifted every single one of my purses. It's really pretty. It's white. It's very clean. I take this one with me all the time because white just goes with everything. I've got this jean bag as well. I've stuck a few cute little pins here at the top. This one I wear with my all jeans outfit, or if I'm wearing a dark denim top or bottom, this goes really great with it. It's super cute. Again, I got it thrifted. Down here is my second bookshelf. I have read every single book on this shelf, so we are really making some progress with the books here. I'll actually go pretty quickly across them. I've got East of Eden by John Steinbeck, Bunny by Mona Awad, The Virgin Suicide, Song of Achilles, a 5-star. Normal People, what else is here? Right, The Ice Palace. I actually did not like this book at all, but the cover is so freaking gorgeous. Look at this. I couldn't get rid of it. I mean, it's so pretty. Of Women in Salt, delightful book. I actually didn't expect to really like this one, but I did. I'm Glad My Mom Died, another 5-star. Actually, I lied. I have not read Girl, Woman, Other, but it is on my TBR. In the next 3 books, I would really love to read this. And Brave New World, I also haven't read, but I'll get to that one this year as well. Black Swans by Eve Babbitt. I am an Eve Babbitt stan till I die. I'm actually reading a Joan Didion right now, and it's really hard for me to get into it because long live Eve Babbitt. Valley of the Dolls. Started the first 100 pages, hated this book, thought I would give it 1 star, ended up giving it 5 stars. So good. So funny, and the premise is so interesting and really, really good. Earthlings, if you know, you know. Hour of the Star, I just finished this one recently. Alone with You in the Ether, also just finished this one recently. 5 stars. Perks of Being a Wallflower, 5 stars. Luster, 5 stars. Euphoria, 5 stars. We got a real stacked category here. Just finished Euphoria last night, actually. 5 stars. Sex and Rage, have not read this yet, but of course it's Eve Babbitt. I have to stretch it out and wait a little bit of time before I finish it. Reckless, a romance I actually really like. I imagined the main guy is Hassan Piker, and that really sold it for me. Here I've got a little zine I'm working on. This is Station 11. I enjoyed it. It was okay, but the quotes that I underlined and wrote down have stuck with me to this day. Excellent. Poisonwood Bible. Because I just finished Euphoria, I'd love to start this again soon. I didn't end up finishing it when I started it a few years ago, but it's on my radar. Simple Passion. Simple Passion in French, 5 stars. Eve Babbitt, Slow Days, Fast Company, 5 stars. The Untethered Soul, Tender as the Flesh, The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison I finished recently, 5 stars. Mother Thing, excellent horror book. A Thirst for Salt is definitely a summer read. The Bell Jar, I don't know when I'll be mentally stable enough to read that. Oh, Oh, hello. Their Eyes Were Watching God, another one I have on my radar. Just finished In the Dream House recently. Was really good. The Razor's Edge, an Emma Chamberlain recommendation that I still have yet to read. A Clockwork Orange. Really was into that movie, like several years ago. So I got the book in Mackinac Island and I've been meaning to read it, but the vernacular is very tough to understand. It's almost like reading Hagrid's language in Harry Potter, but make it tougher to get through. We have, what's here? Oh, Simulacra and Simulation. Ethel Cain released her album Perverts last January, and it was partially inspired by that book, so I read it all of last year. Definitely interesting. Some unique points were made. I liked some parts of it, not much others. Lily King, Writers and Lovers. I have yet to read this one, but if it's anything like Euphoria, I'll eat that up. Probably will be a 5 stars, I'm anticipating. Song of Solomon, I have yet to read. Just Kids, excellent memoir, absolutely fantastic. The Ruins of California, another one on my TBR that I have to get to. Last but not least is my jewelry box. This is one that my grandpa made for me. You open it up, it's definitely not organized in there. It's a little bit of a mess, but I've got my jewelry in there, mainly jewelry that I don't use too often. And then this is my coin collection. I've never been to Egypt, but my grandma did, and she gave me this. Here is my massive mirror. Takes up a very large portion of my room. This is what my friends and my sisters and I call the skinny mirror because it really does slim you down. I would say basically the story behind this massive thing is that I wanted the Anthropologie mirror that was about $1,000, but it was $1,000, so I couldn't justify it. My friend was over at Home Goods and she goes, "Oh my God, Anna, I just saw a gold mirror that's as big as the Anthropologie mirror." So I hauled my ass over there, and this was only $300. So if you're ever at Home Goods, check out the mirror section because they got this a massive baby here, and I love it. I'm never getting rid of it. If I get rid of anything and everything in my room, this is never going. This is coming with me wherever I go. Next is my hanging plant. My mom put this in here. This is actually her plant. It's got some little flowers sprouting at the bottom, which is super cute. Here leads out to the rooftop. I actually took out the screen from this, but then my cat got out and gave me a panic attack the entire day trying to find her. So we put the screen back in. So also technically not allowed to go out on the roof, but I used to go and sit out there, have a cigarette, think about the world. Over here, I've got a lot of my gemstones, some shells, incense there, things that people have given me over the years. Actually, funny enough, this little angel and this shell, yeah, my name carved in it. A guy I was seeing for 1 whole week got those 2 things for me, never saw him again. Hi, mouse. Say hi. Oh, good girl. Want me to open the window for you? Mouse loves to sit up here at the windowsill, but she can never go out on the roof again because she was very bad. And of course, I've got my bed. I've got this blanket here on the bottom of my bedspread, thrifting. It's got an angel on it. It's so cute and so pretty. I got this duvet cover on Amazon. It's like a light blue. It was pretty inexpensive. The only thing I will say is that it doesn't pill that bad, which is nice and unexpected, but it did scratch up quite easily. So the threadbare is not the best, but definitely pretty high quality for what I paid. I think I only paid like $45. These pillowcases are from Target. I love, love, love the floral printed sheets from Target. So pretty. I've also got a silk pillowcase here in the corner. This bed frame itself is from IKEA. It's a nice light wood tone, which I really love. It's lasted me several years at this point. It's not the sturdiest. It can handle me pretty good and somebody else, but it's not the sturdiest. I'll just say that. 2 of my larger purses hanging here. This one I take to work with me. It's a totally old school, oh my God, if I can take it out. It's definitely like an old school bag. This little emblem here is Capizio. I actually have no idea what that brand is, but it's like one of those old school, oh, It's one of those old school bags that pops open. It's very heavy duty. I just pop that closed. The next, I absolutely love this bag. I got this thrifting as well. This is a Rossetti. It's the most beautiful color. I love this blue so much. It's massive. It feels like a Mary Poppins bag. You can really just put absolutely anything in it. And I usually will take this to a dinner or shopping or someplace where I need to be carrying a lot of things. The airport. Hi, Mousy. Oh, is that your favorite purse too? Good choice. Hi, baby. My big body pillow cat toy. It's not a toy. My big body pillow right there. My big cat. I got that for Christmas a few years back. Here I've got my bedside table. I got this stand from Urban Outfitters and I love it so much. As you can tell, I do love the female body. I've got some female inspired memorabilia in here. I just think it's so aesthetic. I love a woman's figure and I really love this bedside table. It adds so much character to the room. Definitely a statement piece. I've got my earbuds up here, my reading light. This you would assume would be my TBR, but I actually just put a bunch of random books that were too big to fit on my other shelves here. I have two very large books, the Stephen King novel 11/22/63 and then The Woman in White, which are definitely 800 or more pages. That just was taking up too much room on my other shelves. I've got The Artist's Way, which I'm halfway through. I've done a video on The Artist's Way and starting it, and I'm taking it really slow and trying to pace it out. So if you want to watch that video, I'll have it linked down below for you to check out. I love Dick. Been wanting to read this book for a while. My journal that I have a lot of my collages in is right here. Positive Psychology of Synchronicity. I'm a huge synchronicity person. I am absolutely obsessed with it. So this is something I'd like to read. The Lady Macbeth. I'll probably read this around fall time. Nausea by John Paul Sartre. I have A Certain Hunger, of Fjordovkovsky, Notes from the Underground, and The Double. And then I'm also reading The White Album by Joan Didion. Over here, I have another mirror behind me, and I also have this wicker basket, which is technically a laundry basket, but I use it as storage for knitting and blankets. I've got my record player here, and then pictures of me and my sisters, me and my mom. It's Guess. I actually got it off of Depop. It's got a little bit of a stain at the bottom, which I need to take care of, but I used to wear this all the time. And then down here are my records. I've got, let's see, of course, I've got all three Ethel Cain. So Willoughby Tucker, I Will Always Love You. I got this bootleg of Perverts because she hasn't made it into a vinyl yet. And then Preacher's Daughter, of course. I also have both of Phoebe Bridgers' albums, Stranger in the Alps and Punisher, incredible albums. My favorite Mac Miller album, Balloonerism. I got The Sound of Music, which is my favorite musical of all time. I also have a tattoo of this musical for my grandmother who passed. I wanted my desk to be in a light wood color, same as my bed, but I actually ordered it in that way, or my sister did, and it came dark brown, so this is just, I guess, what we're working with. Luckily, I do have black accents in the room, so it doesn't completely not go with anything, but it's definitely a desk on the smaller side. I didn't want it to take up a lot of room. There are two storage desks here, which I have a lot of my camera equipment up here, and then I also have just random doodads here in the second drawer. Baby. I love to put my walking pad right here and then just work at my desk, and it's really nice. I get a lot of stuff done that way. I've got a new printer I just got off of Facebook Marketplace. I have my Canon scanner. I've been doing a lot of physical design and I want to scan it in to work with it digitally. Done a few projects that I have in the works as well, so this has been really fun. It's great quality and wasn't super expensive either. My mouse pad, pink, super cute. This is a little jewelry dish that my sister got for me. It's super cute. She got it thrifting, and then I have a bunch of little ornaments in here. This is my friend's Mercedes-Benz ornament. She had to junk her Benz, and so she gave it to me. This is for my incense. I've got this pumpkin spice candle that I didn't burn in the autumn. My my flipping you off candle and cans from IKEA. I put my jewelry on this, but then I don't remember where I got this candle, I'll be honest. I also probably should burn it, but I haven't like my booby candle, I have not burned this one. I have this Jasmine Any Lang Lang Reed diffuser that my sister got me for Christmas. I got this dope ass TV that doesn't really work, but probably would if I got an antenna on it at an estate sale. I think it's super cool, and I want to work with it for photography and edit some stuff in the actual screen. Here are a stack of fantasy and a dark romance I read recently. Did a reading of that, which will be up on my channel if you want to watch. These 1 Dark Throne, 2 Dark Reigns, 5 Dark Fates, and 3 Dark Crowns are all in a series that my sister recommended for me. The Poppy War first book, this is my sister's. Ninth House by Lee Bardugo, which I've read and really enjoyed. If We Were Villains, a 5-star, super good. Hamnet just got made into a movie with Paul Mescal. I read the book and I absolutely loved it. This is a drawing I did of Natalie Portman. Next, I've got this cute little shelf up on my wall here. I'll zoom out for you so that you can see it. It's kind of small. I actually used to have my bed underneath, but I moved it over just to maximize space for my desk. But up here, I've got at the end candle holders, candlesticks. I've got this planter face of a woman. Again, I love female figureheads, figurines, things like that. This I got off of, I can't actually remember where I got this, but this little bulb turns on actually. There. Battery probably needs to be changed if we're being honest. But then this shelf, I have all of my fantasy books. Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom, 5-star reads. King of Scars, Rule of Wolves is the follow-up series to the Shadow and Bone trilogy and the Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom duology. Slewfoot I read in the fall is definitely a old English horror book. Will of the Money and The Strength of the Few, I just read both of these this year. Absolutely excellent. Strange the Dreamer. I had to DNF this because I just could not get into it, but I know I'm gonna love it if I'm in the right headspace for a slow-paced fantasy. I just tried to start it last March and then could never get back into it. The Night Circus. Loved this. I believe I gave it 5 stars if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know if it would be 5 stars now, but it was really good. Super atmospheric. So I got another Erin Morgenstern, which I still have to read, The Starless Sea, Piranesi. This one is highly recommended by a lot of booktubers, so I picked it up and I really want to read it. Legendborn, Bloodmark. These are YA fantasy books. I liked Legendborn, but I absolutely love Bloodmarked. I know Oathbound, the 3rd book, is out. I don't have it yet because I would kind of have to reread these in order to get back into the world. And I just have so many more books that I'd like to read. I kind of outgrew the series a little bit, but I might go into Oathbound and just give it a chance and brush up on a summary of Bloodmarked at one time or another if I'm really itching for a fantasy series that I'm familiar with to get back into. City of Brass series, haven't read this yet, but definitely on my radar if I'm really looking to get immersed into a fantasy world. The Raven Scholar, Newly Nova or Lexi on YouTube highly recommended this. She did not stop raving about it last year, so of course I have to give it a chance because she is a great book YouTuber, great at recommending things. Invisible Life of Adderley Rue. This is my sister's book. Definitely still looking to read that. Also Red Rising on my radar, The City We Became, and Babel. I have this figurine of a woman sitting, which I absolutely love. Again, cannot remember where I got that, but I got this candlestick holder at the dollar store, and then this is the sister candlestick holder I got, and those just hold 2 candlesticks there. And then this light, it used to be a light that worked, but then the light bulb went out and I never ended up getting another one because I got it at IKEA. So I would have to go back there to replace it, but this is super cute and I love it so much, and I think it really goes with the other pink accents in the room. Except I've got all of my hay crates under here. I got these from the Hay Crate website, but I believe you can get them on Amazon for much cheaper. Under here, I've got some of my electronic stuff, and this is more so like a random basket of things I just throw under here. So I have my laptop, my iPad, and then a lot of pills and just random doodads in here, chargers, wires, cords, all of that. And here is the other half of my perfume. This is What's Left of My Way by Giorgio Armani. This smells like summer. This smells like a carnival. This smells like the fair with a lover from high school, and you guys realize how much time has passed and how much you still have feelings for each other. This is cotton candy. This is crisp fruit. It's actually much more citrusy than it is sweet, but I highly, highly recommend this. Again, I absolutely loved this one. As you can see, loved it all the way down. Got some baby wipes and my bonnet in there. And then here are all my replica samples, my lotion. I have a bunch of Julia Has a Gun samples that are just out of the box, I guess. Here. These ones are definitely not my favorite. I really haven't used many of these. I think the only one I liked is actually gone. And then I have a Pura on my wall right over there, if I can zoom in. And these are all of the refill packs for them. I ordered these years ago and I have so many that I haven't used. I had a subscription that I just never canceled and just kept paying for them. And so, yeah, I still have all of those that I need to use before I get any more. I also used perfume Scentbird for a while, and I have a fragrance.com sample in here. Here is my Glossier You perfume. This one is pretty low, but I would pair this one with other ones because alone, it doesn't really stand out on my body personally. This has my camera bag and where a lot of my camera stuff goes. Film cameras, film, batteries, all of that. If it's not in my desk, it's gonna be in here. This used to be my crap bin, but it got too high. So now it just has tarot cards, a few drawings, a sketchbook, all of my crayons and pencils in here. I kind of just throw whatever into these bins because they're so cute. It just sort of blends right in. Over here, I've got some music and podcast equipment and then my camcorder. So I have this, which I use to record some tunes here and there, headphones, microphones, my speaker, a lot of wires. And for whatever reason in my bathroom, neither of our plugs work. So I have to do my hair in here. So this is all my hair stuff, brown brushes, hair products. I'll just do my hair in my mirror here. So I just keep it right here under my bed. Last but not least is the photo wall. I got pretty much all of these photos on Refinery 29 at just different sizes, and then all of the frames at places like Hobby Lobby, the dollar store, Michael's. But I got most of them to be relatively the same color because I wanted it to be super cohesive all the way around. The best way I've found to do a cohesive wall of framed photos is to design it first on things like Canva or Procreate. Just mess around with the placement and the colors, and then once you get it all set up on a digital, you can put it on the floor in the order that you want and then hang them accordingly. These have been on my wall for a very long time, but I newly added this portion over here. It doesn't really go with everything else, but I wanted to keep the brown consistent, at least in one part of the room. So up here we have this gorgeous painting of this woman, or maybe it's just a pencil sketch, I don't know, but I saw this at an antique market, and it's one I actually do graphic design work for across the street. I absolutely love it. This came in my Ethel Kane record, and it's so well done that I had to put it on the wall. I absolutely love it so much. Here is one of my purses that I thrifted that's brown. I've got my American Angel little bag here. Again, all of my purses are thrifted. My old Florida license plate, which I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. At least a little bit more orange tied in my room. And then I also have this briefcase, which I got at a thrift store, and you just pop the sides like this and it'll just pop open, and I have kind of some bikinis, some lacy undergarments and random things in here, but it just opens up like a briefcase. Oh my god, I have my old blanket from youth hanging on by a string, literally. All right guys, that's basically it for my room tour. Thank you so much for coming around and indulging me, and I hope you liked it and got maybe some inspiration for your own bedroom. I am going to go to the gym, so I'm about to pack it up and call it a day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff. If you would like to learn more about my book collection, learn more about my purse collection, I can do that. Just let me know. Okay, thanks guys. Bye bye.